Scorpios, welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope that y'all are doing well. The Mentor and the Venom, the Nectar and the River, the Threshold, Kairos, and the Sustainer. Scorpios, I just feel like there's an opportunity that's coming. I feel like, and it's funny because obviously, Shelly and I were just talking this morning, and she's kind of sharing a story about something that feels like it resonates with us, and that's always exciting to me. But I feel like there's this idea of being around people who are just, there are just people in this world who cannot handle change. They cannot handle, I don't know. I just feel like this idea of being around people who just cannot handle some things, you know what I mean? And having to deal with not being caught up in that energy, right? Because sometimes I feel like it's such it's so sticky. It's such a sticky energy. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's really hard to escape that energy. But I feel like there's somebody who's watching you move through this energy. And I think that they're as they're watching you move through this energy, it's giving you an opportunity to really, I think just step up in a way that I think makes you feel I don't know, just excited about what you're doing. Because I feel and you see this a lot in the workplace, and this does feel very workplace energy, but it's just this idea, and we are in Capricorn everything, which is very, work-based energy. But it's well, not Capricorn everything, but anyways, whatever. The point is that I think you're pushing through an energy, and I think you're standing out as a result. You know what I mean? You are gaining the attention because of a commitment to bettering an environment. You know what I mean? I think that it's being seen, and as a result, there's it's a sense of winning an award, right? And I know that there's not really a competition that's occurring, but it does feel like this, a winning a competition. I don't know why. Well, I think because of this. I think that when you are around that type of energy, it's you're immediately thrown into the, into the ringer. And even if it's one of those things where it's I work with these people and I don't really have a choice but to be around this energy, and, I'm doing my best to navigate around it. And I feel maybe there's just this idea of somebody seeing that you're capable of navigating your way around it. You can navigate your way around the negative energy. You can maintain an environment of, I feel just an environment of love and acceptance and sustainability. That I feel that's what leadership entails. That's what leadership should be. It's not what it usually is, but it's what it should be, right? Especially if you're with a company that's growing and they need people who are going to be capable of holding it together when things are going, when things are changing, Okay, Scorpios. The Seven of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Five of Wands, the Sun, and the Blasted Beach. Well, again, I just feel there's an idea here of some shit going down. And I think that this is that group of people, where it's that energy is so sticky, and to the point where it's I feel that energy is coming to an end. And even though I don't think it's a competition that you were a part of, I think that it's a competition that but you were the one who was So what if it's like a regional manager type of thing and all of the managers were like, I'm going to try for this role and I'm going to do this and I'm going to put forth all this effort to make sure that they know that I'm the right one for the role. Meanwhile, you're over here just doing your thing. You know what I mean? Just, you know, trying to keep away from the sticky energy and not get caught up in it because, you know, like that's not your vibe and you're just not trying to be that person and you don't know what it is exactly that you're trying to do, but you're just doing your very best. You know what I mean? And then I think people seeing that, like, sometimes the best thing you can do is stay in your own fucking lane. Right? It's like that is the best thing that we can do. You know, and Scorpios are good at that. You know, like a Scorpio is so like, I got that. You know what I mean? Like Scorpios are independent, autonomous people. You know what I mean? But yet like simultaneously very aware of everything going on around them, you know? And I just feel like there's an idea here of really, you know, like staying in your lane, staying aware, keeping, you know, like keeping your hand out of this and your hand out of that, you know, like I don't really want to deal with any of that. And I feel like that's taken notice. Somebody takes notice and is like, hey, you're really good at keeping your cool. You know, you're really good at like working around that and working around, you know, like I feel like conflict, like you're really good at conflict resolution. You know what I mean? Like you're not stirring the pot. You're actually, you know, like you're I think working well with the team, you know, in spite of all of it. And I think being given an opportunity that you're just like, well, shit, you know, I just feel this, like, I didn't even think that that was a thing. I wasn't even in that mentality, right? The Fool and the Two of Cups. I really do think you're getting an offer. Much excite. Okay. The Hermit again, the Hierophant, the Fool, the Eight of Swords, and the Two of Cups. Well, you know, again, I just feel like this, you stayed in your lane and you paid attention to what needed to be done. You took care of the things that needed to be taken care of. You didn't allow yourself to be swept up in all of those things. And as a result, you didn't get caught up in these traps that were being set up along the way by people who were just setting up traps. You know what I mean? And it's giving you an opportunity to really like move forward. You know, like for some of my Scorpios, it could be a relationship. I don't like, this just feels very worky. You know what I mean? Like that's the energy here, but take it how it resonates. These are general reads. They will resonate differently for everyone. The Riddle. Let's do another one. The Riddle and the Thread. Well, I do feel like there's this idea of like, you know, I know that I could do more. It's just that, I don't know. I feel like there's just this idea of like, I know I could do that if I wanted to, but I just, you know, I don't know, like, why would, like, what's the motivation behind that? Like, why would I, you know what I mean? I just kind of feel like this idea of like, why would I want to really be a part of that? You know what I mean? I just kind of get this feeling of like, I don't, you know, like that's not really something that I want to engage in. And so if it's not something that I want to engage in, is it something that I want to be in charge of? And I feel like there's this idea of I don't know, because I really just feel like somebody trying to talk you into doing something and being like, listen, I really think that you can handle this. And I really think that, you know, like, I know that you weren't, you know, in the rat race for this, but here's the thing. You were the one consistent piece in all of this, and you were steady and you were on board and you were a team worker. And for all of those reasons, I think that you'll really thrive in this position. And I think that there's a little bit of hesitation, if for no other reason that if like somebody else lost their job and you're being offered their job, and it's kind of like, well, do I really want to be put in that position? And I feel like somebody's saying to you, like, you're not going to be put in that position. Like, that position existed in that tumultuous state because that person was not meant for that role. You know what I mean? And I just feel like there's this conversation about an opportunity that's being presented to you because of your consistency, because of the fact that you're able to stay in your lane, because of the fact that, you know, like you kept it together, you know, good for you. All right, Scorpios, I love this. I hope this resonates with y'all. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Please give me a like, share, and subscribe if this video does resonate, and I will see y'all again soon. Bye.